Hi there, it's Cynthia Hamil with the Research Rabbit Hole. I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for joining me. And today we're going to be discovering and talking about a topic that led me to write my first blog. I started the Research Rabbit Hole as a way to try to get to the bottom of the issue of chemtrails. And in that process, I felt like Alice in Wonderland, like diving into the rabbit hole, literally not knowing what I was going to find, but determined I wanted to know what the heck, what is this? What are they spraying? I mean, this was crazy. I walk out of my house to go walk my dogs one day, and I walk out and it looks like just some type of surreal thing, like from one edge of town all the way to the other edge of town. This huge chemtrail with aluminum, barium, boron, strontium that I found out that they'd sprayed in my neighborhood. And I was just overwhelmed. I was like, what is this? Who did this? Why did they do this? What is this? What are they doing? I mean, this was crazy. If you've seen chemtrails, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to tell you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is crazy stuff. You walk out and you're seeing lines in the sky. This is a whole new medium. It's like watercolor gone crazy or something. I'm an artist. I came from an artist painting background, and when I actually saw this stuff and walked out and witnessed this in firsthand, first person, I was just like, whoa, what is this? So I decided to just start covering this and getting to the bottom of this rabbit hole, just finding out what is this, what are they really up to, why are they doing this? What on earth could this possibly be? And in the middle of that process, I actually, this took months and months and months and months. And I've been on this story now for a good 4 years. And it took about 8 months to figure out the fact that, this thing is going so deep that this backs into some type of directed energy weapons. And I actually found a friend of mine who was an electrician, and he and I got together and we were like discussing, well, what are they finding? What ingredients are actually in chemtrails? Well, you have aluminum, you have barium, you have boron, you have strontium. And as we were reviewing that, he was going like, okay, let's look up these ingredients and individually plug them in a Google search, and let's look for this. Let's find out, what do all these ingredients have in common? What could this be? And so we pulled up barium, I believe, and barium is linked with plasma TVs of all sorts of things. And it's one of those things where when we pulled that up, we found an article that was like this breakthrough article on Rense.com called What Chemtrails Really Are. And that article gave a huge clue. This is a directed energy weapons application, folks. What they're actually doing is they are spraying aluminum, barium, boron, strontium in the skies to create like this electromagnetic soup, if you will, and turning our skies, the very air that we breathe on a day-to-day basis, they're turning our air into an electronic soup, almost like, say you have a puddle of water and you take a hairdryer and you drop the hairdryer into it and the water turns into an electrical current. They are turning our sky into an electronic current, equally to the water that you could drop an electronic instrument into, say your hairdryer or something like that. So they're electronically able to beam a satellite technology, directed energy weapon, from a satellite or a cell phone tower or your smart meter or your smartphone or some other gadget like that, some type of gadget within your environment that can electronically hook into your exact remote neural system, your whole neural system, literally. The strontium, I believe, in the ingredient list does something that illuminates your whole bone structure and makes you light up like literally a pinball machine. So from an MRI position, it's like putting on, like say you're going through the MRI machine with the medical system, and rather than going through this medical device where you're in some type of tube and they're analyzing your brain, you're actually lit up like a pinball machine and they are analyzing your brain from a satellite. I know. This sounds absolutely, completely bat poop crazy, but this is real. This is a real technology. This is really where we're at. This is really what's doing. You know, I'm having to get over this whole thing. Like, I'm so keyed up. Like, I'm on TV. I've got to get over the fact that my hair is not perfect. I just cut my hair off. I'm going, why did I cut my hair? But I'm just getting the story out. So bear with me on this. This is my first time to really get the story out. And let me just say, I had no idea what I was stepping into when I first started, you know, actually interviewing people and finding out more about this technology. We actually have a number of people who are called targeted individuals that are stepping forward, risking their life at times to actually deliver a story and a message and try to get to the public what is going on. They're actually under a psychotronic attack, a psychotronic weapons attack that can be a 24/7 remote neural monitoring attack. They can use, let me go back to my list here, they can use electronic remote shock therapy, torture, remote neural monitoring, REM sleep deprivation, gang stalking, electronic harassment, dream manipulation even, and 3D hallucinations. So they're basically changing the complete vortex and the complete matrix in which these people live in. And so, to the best of my knowledge, this is what's going on. And after doing considerable research on this, nights and nights and nights, days and days and days, staying up, trying to get this cutting edge, you know, getting to the bottom of this story, this cutting edge story. This is literally the bleeding edge. This is the bleeding edge in the fact that the information is so out there that you could step into the possible web of becoming a targeted individual yourself, given the opportunity that you're even investigating this, this amazing technology. So with that said, I'm just going to kind of speak through some of the things that I found out about, and I'm going to go into a story here told by Angel, a targeted individual. So here is what she wrote. There are moments in your life that define courage, where you must gather each and every last nerve that you have and move beyond your own fears to stand up for something that you truly believe in. There are moments when you realize that you can no longer choose to remain comfortably silent. I have wavered on coming forward and telling the details of the story simply because it would be so much more easy and more comfortable to not tell the story and to pretend that it never happened. However, there are human rights and civil liberties at stake with each and every human being and animal on this planet. If I choose to remain silent, I choose to further the suffering of a lot of people who could not put into words the exact torture that they are personally suffering. I was given a gift to write and to put into words details of my own experiences. God, give me the gift to write and to speak up now and to make a stand for this cause that could possibly help the entire human race.